and then you can have the Yone capitalizing or getting onto the backline with Zara defending. That would make sense.
Oh my
that
god,
scenario.
is it a naught top? Is it a naught top?
It's not.
No,
It's
okay,
not.
Poppy gets locked in. I just thought, you know, maybe we take one from the book. So, nice bit of disengage here. And I guess for Team Phantasma, their homework is we're going to make sure that this Gragas, this side, Lost RATONES, you can say the same thing, beating Supermassive. And yes, they're favorites for the fans, but favorites in the game, now a real consideration. Welcome to the semi-finals here at EMEA Masters for winter 2025. And already game one draft starts off with a bit of a bang. Looking forward to these team fights and looking forward to seeing what gets thrown down on the Rift. Great Britain versus Greece.
That's right. The
I don't know.
NLC versus the Hellenic League right
Yeah,
here.
Much better.
Huge upset for Team Phantasma to be here, having beat Lost Heretics. And Lost RATONES with an upset themselves. They beat Supermassive. Literally, these two teams beat two tournament favorites to win the whole damn thing. Lots of games to take notes from, 10 games to take notes from for both of these teams. And I feel like they play a very similar game where they both really like their bot lane prior. They like getting their AD carries ahead. Pepe usually in a role that we haven't necessarily been accustomed to yet at EMEA Masters. So uncharacteristic for Team Phantasma. They gave up every single Void Grub spawn to Lost Heretics in their series. Every single one, willingly. They just did not want to fight it. And right here, Zara showing how fast and how easy it is to clear those kinds of neutrals.
Sure.
I think Manatee might have just taken away only 2, if I'm not wrong. Only 1, actually. They're sprinting to try and fight Dragon.
Yeah, but it might be a little bit late. I mean, for Dragon at 2.5k, I'll hold my breath at the very least. Pepe has his ulti available, so does Nemesis. Flashes in the way as Manatee just gets bursted down. First blood's there. Pepe now ulti's in. Dredgeline in as well. Lost RATONES are going to lose their AD carry. Now that Crownie's down, they turn for the one exposed member as Bounce going to be down here first. Could be the difference maker as a crash down. Sets up for the damage and the slow. Bounce in, waiting for his ulti and his flash. It's a body slam. It's a game-making play from Bounce. He rolls in and blows the thunder to make it 3-1.
Whoa, that was a little bit disrespectful from the sort of Team Phantasma to not flash the body slam from Baus. I think it was very obvious that he was going to try to make a play right there. Super low HP bars. Manatee towards the top of the map. Let's see if he's going to choose to actually finish them.
Two-shot barrage might kill Baus here though, and Kyo thinking about going in. Steadfast Presence is now down. Low on mana he is. Looking to clear the wave and at least try and get something, but Kyo has one more minion to play with. Ulti's out. Under turret, it's not going to be the explosive cast, so sends him back, but one turret shot's all he's going to take. Ends up being an elongated solo kill. Well, Reaver died in bot, so once again, Lost RATONES, when Baus is absorbing pressure, Lost RATONES are fighting down bot.
Yeah, they grabbed the kill for themselves down bot lane. Of course, unfortunately, it ended up going to Reckless. However, Manatee is looking for that mid lane. Nemesis does have his ultimate available if he needs it, and
Pepe going in. How much of a risk is it? Buffers out. Ulti not going to do too much except send him away.
take the Void Grubs! Oh my, I literally just
It's following you.
I literally just started when I was shaking the screen. That was the perfect opportunity. You kill the top laner, you've got the tempo tops of the map.
Pepe?
Take the top Void Grub!
Pepe's going to be ignited here. Reckless is waiting for the perfect time to crash down. Nemesis is low on mana though, so maybe miscommunication. Lost RATONES thought we can find something. Pepe's just going to get his max out damage, and his soul goes back to being bound. That's a massive mistake from Reckless.
The escape artist on Gragas, and Kyo lost a bunch of creeps in terms of experience and gold underneath his tower, trying to chase Baus around.
Yeah, CS is actually even now on that top lane, and because Baus got a little bit of gold before, even 200 gold, you're not going to think it's Valiant's just dead, by the way. Caught out in the middle of the lane. Well, Manatee's not getting those grubs you want, while the objective game is not really there. Manatee's starting to punish some of these moves from Lost RATONES. Andre's death cap, they're just forcing him off the turret.
Yeah, look in the jungle as well. Pepe has the first roam over from the mid lane.
That's a solo kill top. Wait for it. You look in the picture in picture. It's close call, but Baus has to flash. Meanwhile, we look in front of our screen and see that Reckless is in a bit of trouble. Kites away, Dredgeline brings him back in, and he's just dead to Reaver. Now in a 2 versus 3, becomes a 4 versus 3, becomes a 3 versus 3 with Nemesis joining in for free. The shuffle back, the ulti to buffer. Nemesis under turret though. Takes too much damage from Pepe. Excellent is hitting from the back and charging up Mystic Shot after Mystic Shot. Pepe's done his job. This Yone's big. Kyo somehow ends up under the turret. Baus slaps him right in the face. And now he's a B.
Some sort of gold revenue anywhere around the map, and I'm pretty sure they had like 1 or 2 turret platings as well.
Baus is tipping to where? He's in river now. They're going to set up for this dive.
For the Dragon.
Yeah?
There is no TP on Kyo, so I do not think that Team Phantasma really want to contest this. There's no flash on Zara. Surely you don't walk in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ward there. They saw Baus move through, so Reaver knows that Baus is in the way, but he's not going to check this front. Tries the Hex Flash, disrespect, maybe just not looking. Dragon's going to go down, and Reaver is probably just dead meat. Baus goes over the wall, gets away from the Strangle Thorns as Pepe is going to ult the end. Finding his mark on Crownie as good as he gets the barrier out, but it's not enough. Dragon, a kill. Good news here for Los Ratones.
Now, Los Ratones are pulling Team Phantasma all around the map. Manatee has no business walking up there. He has no flash onto the Zara. He's literally one belly bob, one engage from Zinza, one Azir shuffle, any of that, and he died.
Ward's cleared out, control ward placed down, and Los Ratones taking the Herald, but not much of a trade across map.
You can definitely open a tier 1 tower as all three are still standing 16 minutes into the game. And they're going to swap Corki towards the top side of the map. Of course, this matchup is something that we are quote-unquote used to over in the mid lane. Corki versus Yone, they get to ping-pong the lane around. However, Yone does start winning after that level 3, and of course, after having below the Ruin King. So, Reckless is going to be accompanying Crown on the top side. Baus
catches the edge. He's going to get an ulti popped out of him, and Baus is just dead here to Manatee. So that's good.
However,
Ratones get top turret.
It's always the case. I feel like they are using Baus as bait. I mean, he's not falling behind. If you look at the CS, he's pretty even. He's like just a wave about behind. He's got 2 assists plus 1 kill overall.
Look, he's a jungler.
That was a fantastic trade by Crownie. 40 seconds before the Dragon. This is going to be so point if Los Ratones manage to take it down. And Crownie with a huge trade, taking both summoners off of that Ezreal. Now the Bomba becomes even more fearful.
I mean, Keo is getting a face of it right now, though. And as Baus gets himself phase rush, Keo is in a lot of trouble. Steadfast presence on up. He has to pop the ulti. And in response, as he flashes away, Baus drops his own. But a flash, a bomb in the face. A Gragas barrel, rather, as Baus is once again setting it up. Steadfast presence comes up in the nick of time. If he gets hit for grasp, he could be dead. But Keo has no flash to rearrange for the shove into the wall. Body slam in. Yet again, the healing from Baus and Nuisance. But Keo's healing up too. There's the shove. He runs away. But keeping it a 9 steps while everyone is focusing around the Dragon. Baus has TP, Keo has TP.
Can you stop him?
He can get back first.
Ooh,
no, it's cancelled. And Keo now has the back. He's got the health bar and he's got the TP. If he comes from base, the longer this Dragon holds, the better.
However, look at Los Ratones. They respect the 4 versus 5. They're going to take their hands off of that. They'll take that bot lane tower, using again that pressure from Baus. And Keo's just going to burn his TP here for nothing. He's just going to shoot.
Delia goes bye-bye for a little bit. They're playing up towards top. Well, Bomber comes down in bot. Wait, actually, Pepe in a bit of trouble. I'm surprised Baus didn't actually get in the way of that, so he'd stay under turret, but he's confident enough. Pepe still in so much danger. The flash was burned in the previous play. With the body slam, he gets in range, and Pepe uses his own. He's a man creating pressure, and he keeps on going.
That is crazy. Team Phantasma cannot afford to put anyone on a side lane. He dunks on Pepe, he dunks on Keo. It's so difficult to figure out who do you want to send versus this Gragas.
But because he ulted as well, even though Pepe has TP, if he comes into his play, he doesn't have a game-changing ultimate that lines up with the Zyra. He's kept in lane by Baus for the time being. Free flowers given over Los Ratones in game 1, and mid pressure is.
And what do you know?
Not much.
Baus again.
Yeah, is getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, he is.
But I mean, we know this playbook. However, with Baus and that big minion wave coming in, might be a little bit more difficult. This is a 2.5 item Gragas. He does have wave clear here. Explosive cast clears the wave. Flash in a straight line, but Baus doesn't have that. He body slammed rather, as now this is the response play. Reckless sobs up the ulti and Keo is dead. It's a shutdown over to Los Ratones. So what is going to be more worthwhile? You got to say this is an inner turret with pressure on in him. No one is back, by the way. They might be able to force a TP that comes through from the push in top, but and get nice hands from Pepe. He's not going to pull that trigger. More gold, you'd have to argue, goes to Los Ratones.
Yeah, I feel like Team Phantasma are not necessarily using these opportunities because every single time Baus dies, he takes the wave with.
Yeah, so third hit for Velia. It might be a Sterix gauge with the components. But I want to bring back to, this guy up in top. Explosive cast, Pepe in a bit of trouble. Fate still going to be there. Body slam, I think, interrupted. Whoa. Weird animation as Yone doing Yone things with 2 items. It's a solo kill for Pepe.
Oh, yeah. Shield bow completed as well for Pepe right there. He's going to be an absolute menace on a side lane, and of course the tower is literally hanging by a thread. We saw it before. Team Phantasma literally left it on 1 HP, came back to finish the deal. Now there's going to be a lot of darkness for Los Ratones, especially around the exits, and the entries of their 2 quadrants.
And this is the weakness of Los Ratones, I think, one of. is what we've seen is when there's no setup, when there's no telegraph play for Los Ratones or planning for when Baus is making such an aggressive play on the side lane, then again, it's like you look at the map state and you're like, wait, we're not actually trading anything for this over-aggression for this potential 1v1. In this play, they lost inner turret mid. They lost Baus's life. They lost Dragon. 2 Dragons for TP as well. I mean, this is going to be the call with teleport being channeled as well.
There is no ultimate onto Pepe, and this is very, very huge. One of the big battle augments that you need to have to turn this around. Of course, it's Azir, Corki, absolutely battering that purple worm. It's gone.
I love my 1,200 now for the fully completed item, right? Like, it went up by 100 gold from memory. So, I don't know what mana he's sitting on, but Rabadons would be massive for this next fight.
3 items on every single member that counts on Team Phantasma except Zyra.
They might be caught out because no one's here. Dredge run away. Baus does it again! This guy hurts like a butterfly, stings like a bee, flies when you need him. And Baus, that's the hero of Los Ratones once again, setting up a gorgeous play.
And remember what we said about this Gragas build when you played against Zyra and Ezreal.
Ulti, the buffer. He gets a buffer, though. It's beautiful. Pepe thought he was out, but here comes Velia. However, it is Yone, and he does a lot of damage without many people. It stops right there. Shut down. Over to the mid lane of Los Ratones, and Dragon's going to go down as well. Soul point acquired. Ping's going up towards top, but Baron is a minute away. This timing is going to be free.
And that's a 5,000 gold lead right now. Los Ratones are solidifying their lead on the Rift, especially with this Dragon. Soul point as well to an Ocean and Kyo.
Clean as anything. Baus with another great ulti. Reckless spikes it down. And that's the synergy we're talking about. It's right back at him as Team Phantasma, all of a sudden, it's a 6,000 gold lead in their face. Down mid-tier 3.
And you've got Baus pushing in another wave over on the bot side of the map. Team Phantasma have to be split into 2 lanes to try and defend. Pepe has been taking aggressive trades forwards, but all he's losing here is his HP bar.
Kyo also has to be careful in this 1v1. I mean, Baus can solo kill him. The Steadfast Presence is down. The
power is down as well.
Yeah, that's what makes it even more free, isn't it? Los Ratones is going to walk up here and just take the turret themselves. Nemesis stands up, takes it. Crowny now moving with the rest of the team. Inhibitor about to go down, and Kyo has to flash away from the explosive casters. Velia, now wind becomes lightning, sets it up. Pepe finds Crowny in the mid lane, has the barrier and flash, so that's a big pick. Los Ratones maybe going a little bit too far forward near the base. Caught out. Velia has to save the play, though, and does so successfully. But Baus is teleporting in the base, in front of 3 people. This is what they're known for, I have to be honest. Having a lead, having the ball in hand, then just handing it to the enemy for him. But I feel like to give them their fair credit, sometimes they can be messy, but that was clean. You know what? Wipe off the dirt. You need something like a cloth, because as that teleport comes in, as Reckless runs for his life. That's a world champion right there. That's a T1 world champion.
Fantastic flash.
That was insane.
To stop much open. No bot lane or mid lane inhibitor towers. Los Ratones are looking for the last Dragon, though.
But the explosive cast keeps Manatee here, and Velia connects, gets the burst down as well. Now he might die, but it still might be a trade as Nemesis flies to the back line himself. Reckless with the crash down. Reaver not getting a dredge line. The poke over the wall, excellent. Goes in with an arcane shift. Ulti's in melee range, but it's late. The timing not there. Nemesis gets to survive, and Kyo joined in just so Crowny could watch him die. An ace for the soul, for the game. And Los Ratones moved to 10,000 in the lead in this opening game.
Low HP bars that could have taken that mid lane or bot lane wave and ended the game. However, with Pepe coming up, his ult is up. You definitely do not want to be walking into the base with such low HP bars, or what do I know? They maybe do, because right now they've got the Ocean Soul, they're healing up.
True. It's enough. Look at Crowny with a red buff in the mid.
All right, 1v4, what you got, Yone? Level 18.
Yep.
4 items. Show us how broken the champ is.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't think he can do much here. He misses, and Reckless makes sure he's not going to move too far forward. Crowny walks up to the wave, and Los Ratones, it was sketchy at some parts, but who are we kidding? Baus is an easy MVP as they find their way to